Hello everyone. This video is in continuation to videos on genetics. We were discussing the crosses. We have discussed the sex-linked inherited cross. We are going to talk about the mono-hybrid cross here. Very important cross because one of the crosses, mono-di, is going to be there in your paper for sure. So mono-hybrid cross, chances are more of this cross to come in the paper. So please watch the video carefully till the end so that you know how to make a cross. Because this is a 5-mark question. Short 5-mark question for your paper. So please subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed. Share the channel as much as possible. Please help me grow the channel. So let's just start the mono-hybrid cross. Now whenever we must know that why did he give these mono-hybrid crosses and di-hybrid crosses, or Mendel gave these crosses. Now as Mendel did his study, which I have already discussed in the previous videos, he gave 3 laws. 3 laws were given by Mendel known as laws of inheritance. Fine. There are 3 laws. 1, law of dominance, law of segregation, and law of independent assortment. So these were the 3 laws which are given by Mendel. When he gave these laws, he had to prove his laws with a mathematical derivation, as he was a mathematician. So he proved his laws with the help of these crosses. Now 2 of his laws, that means law of dominance and law of segregation, are explained by a mono-hybrid cross, and this last one, law of independent assortment, is explained by the di-hybrid cross, which we will do in our next video. Fine. So these 2 laws, law of dominance and law of segregation, first we'll make the cross and then I'll tell you that how does it explain these 2 laws and what does these 2 laws mean. Fine. So we'll do it at the last of the video. So let's just see how it comes in the paper. What type of a statement do you get? So maybe the statement starts like this. Find out F2 generation when a tall plant is crossed with a dwarf plant. Now, आपने तो दोनों process किए होंगे, mono and di. आपको कैसे पता लगेगा that it is a mono or a di-hybrid cross? When only one character is talked about, or the statement has only one character. So here the statement is only talking about the height of the plant, or it will only talk about the color of the flowers, or only talk about the color of the pea pods, or shape of the seeds, or color of the seeds. एक ही अगर character will be there, so it's a mono-hybrid cross. Fine. So now how do we answer this? Listen very carefully please. Answer. Now in your paper only, it will be written that a tall plant, and in bracket it will be written this, capital T, and a dwarf plant, in bracket it will be small t. But for your knowledge, you have a table in your book which has dominant and recessive traits given by Mendel. Like for example tallness, उस table में अगर आप देखोगे तो it's given height, tall, dominant, short or dwarf, recessive. तो ऐसे recessive और so you have to learn that table because sometimes it's not given in ICSE. So you have to yourself find out कि कौन सा वाला characteristic trait is dominant and कौन सा is recessive according to Mendel's chart. So it should be on your tips. Like for example, there is only one confusing thing, that is the color of the seeds. According to Mendel, yellow color peas were dominant and green were recessive. उसके अलावा all the traits are similar. Like for example, pod size, thick pods, inflated pods is dominant, shrinked pods are recessive traits. So almost all are common, but this is a contrasting trait, I can say. So you have to learn that table to understand which is dominant, which is recessive. We always write dominants in capitals and the recessive ones are always written in small. डोमिनेंट रिसेसिव का कॉन्सेप्ट मैं आपको पहले ही वीडियो में एक्सप्लेन कर चुकी हूँ. इफ यू हैव नॉट अंडरस्टूड और यू आर वॉचिंग द वीडियो फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम, प्लीज गो टू द प्लेलिस्ट ऑफ जेनेटिक्स 2021 22. यू विल फाइंड दैट आई हैव मेड अ सेपरेट वीडियो जहाँ पे मैंने सारे टर्म्स आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड. सो नाउ वी स्टार्ट विद द क्रॉस. सो व्हाट इज ही सेइंग दैट अ टॉल प्लांट इज क्रॉस्ड विद अ dwarf plant. So we know that tall is expressed by capital T's and dwarf is expressed by small t's. There is a crossing of it. सबसे पहले first generation is there. We are going to find out the first filial generation. F stands for filial. So first filial generation, what do? Make a checkerboard. T's, this T is this side, small t is on this side. Make a cross. So what do we get? There is nothing different. In all the boxes, the thing which or the combination which we have received is capital and small t. That means capital and small t are the gametes which are produced in F1 generation. Or if someone asks you what is the result of F1 generation, so you will say that all the plants are tall, because in the presence of a tall allele, the recessive can never express. अगर डोमिनेंट प्रेजेंट है, अगर मैं इसको सिंप्लीफाई करके बताऊं, सपोज इट इज दिस कंडीशन एंड दिस कंडीशन. सो दिस इज कैपिटल टी एंड हियर देयर इज नो कैपिटल टी. सो दिस प्लांट इज गोइंग टू बी अ टॉल. यहाँ पे स्मॉल टी भी प्रेजेंट है लेकिन ये टॉल होएगा, ड्वार्फ नहीं. व्हाई? बिकॉज इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ दिस dominant trait the recessive cannot express itself, so it will also be tall and this will be small or short. Why? Because it does not have a capital T. तो छोटा ही T है which is a trait of dwarfness, so that is going to appear. So now we have gametes. We got these. Now Mendel saw that the result was same in all the offsprings. कुछ change ही नहीं हुआ. तो he mixed, he crossed them. So what did he do? He crossed the two gametes which were formed in F1 generation. इसको इसी से क्रॉस करवाया. Crossing take place. So we call it crossing. और selfing भी बोलते हैं इसको. So now we have to cross them. This is for F2 generation. Again, make a checkerboard. Capital small t, capital small t. ये वाला यहाँ, ये वाला यहाँ. Now cross them. What do we get? अब आया हमारे पास variation. How do we get this variation? By crossing over. Variation तभी आएगा when there is change in some of. Okay, so as the gametes here, these are the gametes which are formed in F1 generation. They are crossed here, also called as selfing or crossing. We can use both the terms. Now we are going to find out the F2 generation. This written here, this written on the other side maybe. Yeah. Fine. So what do we get? Now he got these variations. What do we do now? We'll have to take them out. We'll write them like this. What do we get in all the four boxes? We are going to write them like this. And as I told you, in the presence of a dominant allele, the recessive is not going to express itself. First of all, you will write this is F2 generation. This is the final result which he got. So what type of plants did he get? There were tall plants. This was also tall because this capital T is there, small is there, but in the presence of capital, small is not expressing, so it's also tall. This is also tall, but this state where there is no capital T, this is a short or a dwarf plant. Now this is the final result which we have got. Now we'll get two ratios here. It's called as a genotypic ratio. We'll get a genotypic ratio and a phenotypic ratio. I have already explained these terms in the video, but still, genotypic ratio is the genotype, this of the offspring. Phenotypic ratio is the appearance, वो दिखते कैसे हैं. Phenotype, the observable traits. So what is the genotypic ratio? Genotypic ratio is 1:1. That means 1 homozygous, 2 heterozygous tall and 1 homozygous recessive. So the ratio genotypic is 1:2:1. And what is the phenotypic ratio? 3 tall and 1 short. So phenotypic ratio is 3:1. So these are our ratios. This completes our cross. So we start from here and we end up here. Now how does this explain the two crosses as I told you? So these two crosses, law of dominance and law of segregation, are explained by this. What is law of dominance? It states in the presence of a dominant allele, the recessive cannot express itself. This is law of dominance. This was explained by this law. Second is law of segregation, which says that during the gamete formation, the two alleles placed together, they segregate from each other. Segregation का मतलब होता है separation. So they separate from each other when the gametes are formed. तभी one comes from one parent and the other one comes from the other parent. This T has come from parent 1 and this T has come from parent 2. So that means there is separation of the alleles during the gamete formation. So these two laws, law of dominant and segregation, were explained by Mendel by giving a monohybrid cross. If this statement comes in the paper, you have to start solving from here and you end here with a genotypic and a phenotypic ratio. यहाँ पे आके आपका cross खत्म हो जाएगा. आपको you have to write this also. You have to write each and everything whatever is written on the board. In our next video, we'll take up dihybrid cross. Fine. So dihybrid cross explains law of independent assortment. So we'll be taking dihybrid cross. थोड़ा सा long cross है. So keep watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you.